Hello and welcome back to the Hand Toolery. This is Andrew Malacy, and today we're in my digital workshop again to see the SketchUp plans that I'll be using for the sideboard project I'm going to be starting soon. Now, just to let you know, I'm going to hopefully develop these plans or this SketchUp file a lot more. Right now it's a little bit bare because I just have the design. I don't have a lot of the details like the cabinet construction down. But let's start with an overview and we'll get some of the measurements. Now, the actual width of the whole sideboard is going to be 58 inches. I started with 60, and for some reason adding those 2 inches on made it look really stretched, and also it complicated some of the other lengths of the different pieces. So it's 18 inches deep, and it's about 33 high. It could be a little bit different overall, because usually not everything works out perfectly. But you can tell it's got a heavy shaker influence. We've got these doors with the glass in there. I'm not going to put glass, I'm going to put plexiglass because I have kids, and even if I use tempered glass, I'm just afraid. On the back, you can see I've got a bunch of different boards lined up to make the back panel. I could go cheaper on this, but we want to keep it walnut, and so I'm just going to tongue and groove a bunch of boards side by side to allow for expansion and contraction, and then it'll just sit in a rabbet all the way around, and I'll just nail it in or something like that. Then you can see if when I take the top off, we'll have 3 drawers, all of equal width. And that's what I was talking about, the different measurements. That's why I made it 58 because of the look, and it's simplified making these 3 drawers very uniform. That's the system in the middle with the drawer dividers and a way to support it all. And then there will be a single shelf that runs the length of it in the middle underneath. Then zooming out, taking away the legs, you can see that the drawers will be all dovetailed. All the support work, the supporting structure would be a different wood because I like the look of it, and also since it won't be seen, we can save on some of the materials there, stuff I already have or got for cheap. And then putting it all back, if you look at some of the joinery I use for the side panels, we're going to have floating panels, and they'll be separated because I'm thinking about adding a trim. If I don't add the trim around the top or the molding, then I won't have to separate them. But anyways, it allows me to use shorter panels as well. So they'll be floating in grooves all around, and they'll be, and the pieces supporting the floating panels will all be mortise and tenoned in. We'll have that dovetail to give it strength laterally to help hold everything together. And then, as you can see there will be some molding and some trim or whatever around the bottom. And I like the look of it with and without, and so I'm in a little bit of a predicament. Design wise, either way, 6 of 1. But the big decider for me is the fact that I don't have molding planes. And if I want to do everything by hand, which, by principle, no big deal. But with what I have on hand, I don't have molding planes, so I can't do it. So I can't actually do the top trim. But if I could just get someone who has a router or whatnot, they could do it for me. We'll see. I'll make the decision later, but I'd like to be able to do as much of this by myself without using power tools as possible, just for the challenge and for the fun of it. Well, that's it for the SketchUp preview of what the overall sideboard is going to look like. I'm really excited about this. We've been planning it for a while, and like I said, this is just an idea to go off of. It'll probably change a little bit, and I'm excited to see where it takes us. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you around here for the next time.